Counting down 100 days to Halloween, day 95. What are the most iconic Halloween movie settings? Of course, starting off strong with Haddonfield, Illinois, where the Halloween series takes place. It's a fictional town of Haddonfield is the primary setting for the Halloween series. I've only seen the first two. You can check out those reaction videos. The third one seems to be a bit elusive. I've heard Michael Myers isn't even in it, and I can't really find it online. It seems to be, like, with the fans, the least favorite, but I still want to watch it. Michael Myers terrorizes the community, the suburban streets filled with fall leaves and decorated houses. Obviously, the movie takes place on the night of Halloween. Epitomizes the classic Halloween night atmosphere. Of course, Jamie Lee Curtis is in this and is amazing. And yeah, having it be on Halloween night, the whole film takes place, over 24 hours, basically. So well done. Just a classic. Number 2, The Overlook Hotel for The Shining. Though not specifically a Halloween movie, it definitely is isolated and eerie, and The Overlook Hotel is Stanley Kubrick's adaptation of Stephen King's The Shining. A chilling setting, perfect for a horror film. Vast empty hallways, ominous decor, and remote location create a sense of dread and unease. I love Stanley Kubrick. I love Stephen King, so this is perfect. I have heard that this is his least favorite of the adaptations. I haven't read the book, so it does sound like there's a pretty big difference between the film and the book in some of the characters. I know Kubrick had some very intense behind the scenes interactions that I wouldn't recommend, but I really loved the film, and yeah, just the isolation. They did a great sense of capturing the dread, and like no one is coming to rescue you. You're completely on your own. And next, Camp Crystal Lake from the Friday the 13th series. Camp Crystal Lake is infamous setting for Friday the 13th. The summer camp turned to a hunting ground for Jason is surrounded by dense forests and a hauntingly serene lake, making it a quintessential horror location. And the fact that having this, summer camp, I find a lot of horror movies are based in spooky places. Summer camp typically isn't one that would be on the list, but of course, thanks to Friday the 13th, it definitely is now. And setting up this, backstory, urban legend of what happened in that area, till we get to the Friday the 13th where it picks up in the present day when this came out. And again, they're isolated because they're out in the middle of nowhere, but the summer camp, but again, it's bright, the daylight. It's not your typical spooky thing that would come to mind. So I like that this basically flipped that and made it, what it is. Next, Sleepy Hollow. The haunted town of Sleepy Hollow, depicted in Tim Burton's adaptation of Washington Irving's classic tale, is shrouded with fog and mystery. With its dark forests, old bridges, and colonial architecture, it perfectly captures a spooky gothic atmosphere. I think gothic horror is probably one of my favorites of the genre. Like, I love that kind of aesthetic, and Sleepy Hollow, the Disney cartoon, would give me nightmares. So when I finally did watch the Sleepy Hollow movie, you can check out that reaction video on my channel as well. It took a lot. Like, it was just I don't know why Disney would play that cartoon, to be honest, but that was what was stuck in my head, even going into this. But definitely spooky, definitely full of atmosphere. Let me know if you have any other haunted locations or spooky settings for horror movies. Let me know in the comments.